How far are you willing to go? Do you reach in and grab what you can, or do you make the jump? Do you take food, mildewed clothes? Do you take just what you need, or do you take things just to save them from going to a landfill?
A lot of categories. Useful to me, useful to someone I know, resale value, can't bear to see it get thrown away, like would just put it out in front of my house for someone to take it.
That's the voice of Paul. I met him in a dumpster. He didn't want his last name used. Here are some things I found in dumpsters. One of these, but that's sort of a gimme. I also found this jacket, these shoes, this banana hook, this Roy Halladay bobblehead who's missing a left arm, and this, whatever this is. I also found this. It's a hard drive. If you plug it in, you find this. If I opened this document, you'd see all the financial information for the guy who owned this drive. His account numbers, his routing numbers, a social security number. Well, let's see what else is on here first.
자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 즐거운 크리스마스입니다.
There's a set of videos on here that seem to be recorded off a television broadcast. These are Korean kids teaching you how to dance hip-hop. First they dance to the music, and then they slow it down for you to show you how the moves are done.
딴, 딴.
어떻게 하라고 그랬죠? 와우 와우 와우.
This is weirdly fascinating to watch.
이렇게. 자, 여러분들 이게 되게 편하게.
There's a lot of other stuff on here too. College essays, vacation pictures, manga comics. This is kind of a fun TV ad for a bra, but I'm not sure why you would want to save it to your drive. This is a picture of the guy who owned this hard drive. This is sheet music to a fairly schmaltzy song by a pretty well-known South Korean composer named Yiruma. I'm not sure why it's on here, because there's nothing else on this drive to suggest that the owner played an instrument. And there are a lot of movies on this thing. This one is called The Isle. It came out in 2000, and actually I've seen it before. It takes place on a lake where men rent floating cabins for fishing. It's really beautifully shot, but it has a few horribly grotesque parts that I don't want to see again. This one seems to be about a group of Korean explorers in the Antarctic. During their expedition, they happen upon a 19th century campsite preserved in ice, and there they find a leather-bound diary that describes the earlier failed expedition. I don't speak Korean, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on here, but it seems like the current expedition is doomed to fail, just like the earlier one did. Information is like stuff. We hate to see it wasted. If I can't use it, somebody else can. Maybe I don't know that person yet. Maybe that person is still coming.
Each one of them has tasted the end of my sword.
Is it trash or is it treasure? In dumpsters, the values of trash and treasure get flattened to the same thing. Even things we don't understand need to be taken care of. When you go into a dumpster, one of the things you come out with is a realization that things need to be created, things need to be preserved, and things need to be destroyed.